everyone, thanks for joining me. I'm going to discuss diabetes with you all and describe some of the biological processes that occur because of it. Let's get started. So what I have in front of me is a Starbucks drink cup. This cup has water in it for this instance, and this particular cup also has a lid and a straw, okay? And so in order for me to consume the water, I would drink out of the straw, the water would flow up the straw into my body, and then I can utilize it for a biological process. And so this is actually very similar to the way that our bodies work. So there are cells, and our bodies are made up of cells, and each cell has receptors on it. Okay, so each cell has receptors on it. So let's take a step back real quick, and let's utilize the Starbucks drink cup to represent an entire cell. So this entire cup is a cell. The lid is the receptor on the cell. This green straw will represent insulin, and then the water inside the cup will represent sugar. So normally, when you don't have diabetes and everything's working really good, your insulin, when you have high blood glucose and you want your blood sugar to go into the cell, insulin will attach to the receptor, the lid, go through it and allow water, the sugar, to flow through the straw or flow through the cell and allow sugar to be stored into the cell, okay? And so this water, the sugar, can then be utilized as energy from the muscle cells and the liver cells whenever the body needs that extra energy. So then in type 1 diabetes, let me take the insulin, the straw out, the body does not make insulin, so there will not be any insulins to attach the receptor, the lid, and then therefore the water, sugar, will not flow through the receptor, the lid, and won't be stored as energy. So then you have a really high blood sugar concentration and you need to get rid of it somehow. So then you would take insulin injections in order for your body to then have insulin, which would then attach to the cell, the lid, and then flow through the straw, the cell, flow through the cell, and then your body can store it as energy whenever they need it. Differently, in type 2 diabetes, there is insulin. The pancreas is working great. It produces enough insulin for the body to utilize. But in type 2 diabetes, basically the insulin will try to attach the receptor, the lid, and basically it just kind of can't. The receptor has become insulin resistant. It doesn't want the insulin to attach to it. It's become harder for insulin to attach to it. So this is where we would introduce a eating plan and a diet plan. We would try to spread out your carbohydrate intake throughout the day so that the receptor, the lid, doesn't become as overwhelmed by all of the blood sugar it has to basically absorb and store. And then we would also introduce exercise. Exercise is a great way to allow the sugar to flow into the cell rapidly, and then the sugar would not bother other cells that it just cannot flow into. And so that's it for my nutrition education on diabetes. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.